Hey YouTube, as you can see, it's been snowing, and it's early or mid-December, right before Christmas, and we got, by Oklahoma standards, kind of a little snowstorm, 3 or 4 inches here where I live, and so it's gotten cold, and unfortunately, I've had two tenants, moving out this month. This is the worst possible time to move out of a house is in December or January when it's freezing cold outside. You got Christmas, and we also have property taxes this month. So it's an expensive month, so it's bad timing, but you know, it happens occasionally. Not often, but occasionally people will move at the most inopportune time. So let's take a look at the house, and I'll show you how they left it, and later on I'll take you down to the other house and show you how they left that. I've already looked at it, so I know what it looks like, but really, this is pretty much how it was left. Thank goodness. No stuff to pick up, for the most part. Didn't really tear anything up too bad, and they even got the stuff out of the garage. For those of you who have houses with a garage, you know how cluttery it can get. So they got that out, and just thank goodness, because I really don't want to be down here looking at this house, fixing this house this time of year. So that's a blessing. Got everything out, everything looks decent, and hopefully it'll be ready to go. I just need some people. I don't think the water's on. No. Water's off. So electricity's off, water's off. Now, one thing about these people I can tell you, and you might want to consider this when renting to people. I rent to anybody, no matter race, age, whatever, okay? That has no bearing on anything. But I have found over the years that if you rent to people that are let's say under 25 years old, for example, they're going to be a lot less stable, okay? And these people were early 20s, and you know, people like that usually like to move a lot when you're younger. If you can remember how it was when you were younger, you know, you're not real stable, and you like to move a whole bunch. So that's what happened with these people. They were only here about 5 or 6 months, and they decided they wanted to move during Christmas time, so there's nothing you can do about it. We have month-to-month leases, so that's kind of a good thing, I guess, for us sometimes, that you can evict someone if you have to. Pretty easy. Just give them 30 days, and here in Oklahoma anyway, and they have to move. But anyway, it is what it is. We're going to try to get this rented pretty fast, and I'll take you down to the other house. These people at the other house have been there about 3 or 4 years, so it's quite a bit. There's going to be more work down there, and it's a little bit bigger house too. So I hope it's not terrible, but I haven't really looked at too much of it yet. So we'll go down and look at that and see what it looks like. Alright, so I'm over here at this other house now, and I have to say I am pleasantly surprised that they got all their stuff out of here, because I like these people a lot. They were here a couple years. They were good tenants, but I have to say they were a bit of hoarders. So they had a lot of stuff in here. So I was surprised that they got it all out, but I'm very thankful that it's out of here. They did, you know, I'm going to have to touch up some paint. That's, you know, pretty typical. All this had plaster on the wall. Last time when I remodeled this house, I had to bust out all this plaster and insulate this and put up sheetrock. And I can see in the sunlight here, I'm going to have to do a lot of touch-up cleaning and stuff. But luckily they didn't smoke, so I'm not going to have a bunch of smoke to paint over. and clean up. One thing that was kind of disappointing was this floor. We put this floor down before they moved in, which is about 3.5 years ago, and look at it, it's separated several places. I don't know why, but it did. This is vinyl flooring. It wasn't cheap. This is not cheap flooring, so I'm not sure. Oh, I don't even know what happened to that. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I don't know if this can be fixed or not. But we're going to have to try and fix it. If we can't, and if we're going to have to buy a new floor, which is kind of disappointing. But it looks like mainly this is going to be a lot of painting, which I really kind of don't like to do, but looks like it's going to be unavoidable here. And I'm surprised that the floor is in this good a shape, because this was carpet, and a lot of times, if you have carpet, it's not going to be in very good condition, but this actually was pretty decent, so I'm surprised. And I hope, okay, I had to make sure that hot water heater was still in there. The last time this house was empty, before I fixed it up, the neighbors over here stole both my heaters in here, stole the water heater, and even stole the cement steps that go up to the front porch. So I took those heaters out of here when they moved, and hopefully they're not going to come in here and steal this water heater. That would be a very expensive thing I can't deal with right now. But anyway, we got all new plumbing. It's an older house, but we got all new plumbing, new drain lines, new PEX water lines, all that last time. So mechanically, this house is pretty sound. This side doesn't look too bad. I might, I got another project going on. There's a good chance I might have to hire somebody to come over here and paint this while I'm working on that. But anyway, it's not going to be nearly, water's still on. Oh no, it's not. Nearly what it was last time, which is certainly a blessing right there. Little washer and dryer hookups, and like I said, I did a lot of work to this before they moved in, so it's actually in pretty decent shape. Just needs some cleaning and some painting, and it'll be pretty decent. So I don't think it'll take a whole lot to get this going. The main thing is going to be that floor in there. That'd probably be the most expensive thing, is either fixing. I'm thinking it's going to have to be replacing this floor, unfortunately. So that's where we are with that. But, less than a week, I'll have this thing ready to go and ready for somebody to move into it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing in January. And hopefully you guys are doing good and not having a lot of movers like I am right now. I had to pay back, I paid back over $400 on this house for the deposit and almost half the rent, and I did the same for the other house. So I'm out, almost $900 this month on giving those things back. So remember, next time I got to remember not to tell the person I'm not prorating the rent when you move out. Okay, if you're there on the 1st, you're paying the whole month's rent. I'm not taking any off. So it hurt us this time, and can't make that mistake again, because that's an expensive mistake, especially right now with all the expenses we have. So anyway, good luck to everybody, and I'll see you on the next video.